what's happening is I'm trying to capture that Inglewood that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, like, things are changing, drastically. You know what I'm saying? Like when I visit Inglewood, it's not the Inglewood I grew up with. Rather it's the people or gentrification, you know what I mean? But we definitely need to document, that life we led. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you want to contribute some of your history, some of your storytelling ability with us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a trip because it's funny that you say that, man. Because I mean, man, you ride through the town now, and like Market Street and stuff. Some of that stuff is unrecognizable just due to the faces that you see.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because when I first got to Inglewood, I think it was 1974. I think it was. It was either 4 or 6. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway. We still have, a fair amount of white folks on our street, you know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't too uncommon to see them then. But, I say 3, 4, 5 years after that, you see none no more, you know what I'm
wow.
saying? And, in the part where I live, see, the part of Inglewood where you live, you always have, sprinkled Hispanics here and there. We didn't have none. It was nothing but black people where I lived at, you know what I'm saying, up in the Avs, Anyway, long story short, or long story long or short story long. Let me tell you like this. Man, what I'm about to tell you is this, like I say, it's a personal story, and it all took place in the turf just on a typical day, just to show you how shit goes in Inglewood, or how it used to go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was just hitting corners one day. I always kept a decent whip with some rims or something on it. So, trying to attract the little breezes or whatnot. Anyway, I met this little chick one day. I was riding down. I was on the back streets. I was riding on the Kelso, and in between there would be Prairie, and in between like Market La Brea, whatever, where Market turns into La Brea.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and so I met a little breezy over there. She was cool, So, and she told me she lived in the woods. So anyway, I got the number, and I hit her a couple times, and we started hanging out. Anyway, and she was married though, but she was but she was separated from the dude for a year. Dude, she lived with her mama, and dude was living somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So long story. Man, like I say, we used to, we used to hang out and have do the business and have a little fun. So she would always try to get me to come by her mama house, where she lived at with the dude. But like I say, he wasn't living there no more.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's a rig up. I ain't doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be my luck that fool show up the day I'm over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I kept it. I kept it at motels and other just however I had to do it. So anyway, I don't know what happened this one particular day that I finally, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, man. Like, see, she lived in the wood too. She just lived on the well, for people that know, she lived in the Center Park hood. So,
mm-hmm.
and just so it was, down the street. So anyway, it's still my hood, still Inglewood.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Like I say, I just didn't, I just didn't feel comfortable knowing that this broad was married. So anyway, man, I go by there, we chilling and, doing all that type of stuff. And, and then, man, the funniest thing, like I say, I'm talking about, man, I had just got off of her probably like 3 minutes prior to that. And I threw on my pants and a t-shirt,
mm-hmm.
and I went in the kitchen to get me some water. And, all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 somebody beating on the door.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, it can't be no police shit. There ain't nothing going on here. So I look out there, and it's dude out on the porch, right? And he beating on the door. I'm like, so I opened the door. It was a screen in between. No. I don't think she had no screen. I opened up the door and I cracked it. I said, hey, bro. She said, come back later. Because all I want this fool to see what it was. My car was in the driveway, and she had a kind of driveway that had like a little ass brick wall, like maybe a foot high next to it. So my car was in the driveway, and he pulled his right up on the ass of mine, and I couldn't move. So all I want this fool to do is just get out the way so I can jump on my shit and leave. That's all I want to do.
That's right.
I don't want no funk. It's your wife, homie. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm like, she said, come back later, homie. He like, oh no, fuck that, nigga. I'm gonna break out your windshield. I'm like, oh, is that right? So I'm standing there looking at this fool. He goes in the flower bed and he picks up a cinder block and he walking toward my car. So I run outside. Boom, boom, boom. I hit him with 3 shots in his ribs. He drops. He drops the brick and he gets up and he takes off running. He runs inside the house. And he locks the door. So now I'm outside stuck. Like I say, my car open though. I ain't got no key to it though. The key is in the house. My car open. I'm outside stuck. His car is right behind mine. Like I said, his shit, he got the key in his pocket, I guess, because it ain't running, so I can't jump in it and move it. Even if I did, I had no key anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I'm stuck either way it go. So, man, I'm like, oh, shit, man, what I'm going to do, man? So I'm still out here looking like a fool, and I go up to the door, and I hear him in there smacking her up. You know, he slapping her up and kicking her ass, throwing over furniture and all that old nonsense. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, you know what, man? Now I guess I got to be Captain Save-A-Ho now. Shit. So I go in my car and I grab my pistol. So I go back to the door. But they ain't letting me in, of course. So I break they had the kind of front door. It had like the little window panes in the front. Yeah. So I was able to break one of the panes. I would get my arm in there and get the door open. So I did that. I'm like, okay. So I go in there now, and I guess he's seen that. He's seen the butt of this gun breaking the window out. So I can't find him now. He gone. Like, look, so I go in there, right? And I'm like straight pigs. I got the gun aimed up, you know, like some old tactical shit. I'm looking for this fool now because I didn't tell you all the shit he was wolfing, you know, before I was at the door talking all of his gang affiliation shit, which was my enemies. And at the time, and the cold thing about it at this time, this is taking place in 1994, and we had this was April, and this whole incident happened in April 1994, which one of my homies, a real G from the town, a real G from way back, the homie A-Bay, he had just got killed, and my best friend Duke had just got shot. At the simultaneously when A-Bay got killed, what it was, one of the homies had a business, and we used to hang out up there, and some enemies came up there and just stuck a gun in the door and just got to firing. Wow. And they hit the homie Duke and they killed A-Bay in the process. Now, needless to say, it was some major Inglewood retaliation shit going on at that time. Major. I mean, I ain't never seen it this bad. It was on. The whole town was hot. So anyway, so like I said, this is 1994. I go. And like I said, I break in the house. I get back in. So I'm looking for this fool now. I'm like, man, I'm finna blast this fool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you talking all that shit, and you done fucked up my day. So I'm in there looking for him. I can't find him. I turn the corner, he's hiding behind the door, like you see on the TV, motherfucker got their back up against the wall, and they all pressed up against. Yeah, I hit the corner, and his head is right there. So my hand is up like in a hammer position, but I got the pistol in my hand. So I immediately start beating him in the head with the gat. So I'm pistol whipping him. So anyway, then he grabs my arm and he raises up. He a little taller than me, so he's struggling. We fighting for the gun and shit, and so, like I say, in all the chaos, shit, we fall. We both land on the ground, and I managed to get the gun down his stomach. So I'm squeezing, I'm trying to blast him. I'm squeezing, but it ain't going off. But it ain't going off. Anyway, by that time, I look up, Inglewood police is there now. Whoa. And they the bitch called the police. So, I mean, which I don't know what else I expected her to do, but she called the police. So, like I said, the police is there now, so they grab a motherfucker up and, got niggas all down on the ground. Like I said, I'm covered with blood from head to toe. I had on a white T-shirt and some I think some some sweats that was like kind of like light in color, but I was all, like I say, bloody. But it was all his blood. Like I said, I pistol whipped this motherfucker pretty good. Anyway, so they got a motherfucker. And they took us down to Inglewood substation. So this all took place in the daytime. This was about maybe like I'd say maybe like 1 o'clock when all this happened. So you go to jail, man. You gotta, if you ain't, in my experiences, I've always had to sit there for a long time waiting for a motherfucker to come bail me out or something. So anyway, I'm sitting in there and it's funny because I ain't see nobody in there. No, they didn't put me in there with the dude. They just had me there with some miscellaneous fools. So I'm like later on that night, like when I finally made bail, it was like probably like it was dark. I don't know, probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So anyway, the jailer called my name, right? Because he said my name loud, I guess because he's trying to figure out who I was, which one of them I was. He didn't know who I was. He said my name loud, right? And I heard somebody else say my name, and then I hear immediately, like eruption of homies, like 20 homies. Oh no, everybody there, like, oh, I'm like what's up, like that? Who is that? And a homie name his name. Another homie like, man, what y'all doing here? Why all y'all in here? Because I don't see them. I'm in another cell somewhere. The homies was all in there, like 20, 30 homies. The block had got raided. So they was all in there. Like I said, I was in there on some separate shit. They was in there all together. So I said, I'm like, damn. I'm like, so shit. I'm like, what you doing here? I said, oh man. I said I had to whoop on this buster. They was like, no shit. I'm like, yeah. I said, look. I said, man, but like I said, this is on my way out. It was like, I was like, look. I said, man, anybody here with a nigga with blue K Swiss? Like, yeah, he in there with me. I said, fuck. I said, leave that nigga fucked up, homie. I'll see y'all in the hood. So anyway, look. So I get back to the house, right? Back to I lived with my mom's at the time. I get back to the house, right? And who do I see but the broad? Like I say, the broad who I was just in all this shit over, sitting on my mama's couch. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you doing here? I don't never want to see you again. You made me go to jail. Yeah. She's trying to. I got a policy, dog. If a broad involves me with the cops, homie, that's the last they ever see of me, homie. Yeah. Because I don't give a damn what the circumstances is. Like I said, because I'm not no abuser. I don't slap on no bras, none of that old shit. So you ain't got no reason to be calling no police on me. You know what I'm saying? If you call them, but like I said, I know the situation she was in. Like I said, what did I expect to do? But you cost me a trip to the slammer, and I'm not fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying? That's man, homie. I got a policy, man. It's like there's 3 places that I really try to avoid at all costs, homie. And one. A lot of people ain't gonna like when I say this, but these are my rules, not nobody else's. Homie, 1 is the church house, 2 is the jailhouse, 3 is the hospital. I don't fuck with none of those places. You know what I'm saying? Because they all got one thing in common. I can't have no fun at none of them motherfuckers, so I don't go to them. But anyway, she's sitting there on my mama's couch. Man. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? I don't never want to see you again. And I mashed on her, threw her ass out. And you know what? That was kind of like the last I've seen of the broad. Since then, I mean, I've seen her since, and we was cordial, we was cool, whatever. But I mean, man, it ain't the same, man. You send me to the slammer, man. My love for you, whatever I have for you, it's gone now.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that man, just that little them few hours I spent in there, homie. Like I say, ain't no fun, homie. I can't do nothing I want to do in this motherfucker. So it ain't my thing, man. Some dudes can tolerate it better than others, but hey, man, some of us can't, man. Oh
yeah.
But yeah, man. So I was gonna say, the moral of the story is, man, really follow your first mind, man. Because like I said, for so long, I'd probably been boning her probably a couple of months before that, but I would never go by there because I just thought of something like that happening. Like I said, the one day I slipped, the one day I don't follow my first mind, this happens to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
The good part about it was IP dummies, they dropped the case on me.
Nice.
And they didn't, because I got caught inside the house with the gat. And like I say, dude wasn't trying to press no charges because, you know, even though his head was probably looking like hamburger meat, he started the shit. So, I mean, shit, well, what could they do? They dropped the case. That was it. That was one of the rare times that I got caught in Inglewood for anything that they didn't try to prosecute me to the fullest extent of the law for. Because I ain't been lucky like these other dudes. Every time it could be the smallest shit, man. They want to try to railroad my ass. I don't know what it was about me, but yeah, man. You know, homies who they know who on their radar. They get arrested 10, 20 times, and you know, don't nothing too much happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But the same shit that happens to me, you know. But yeah, man, I was gonna say, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so how was like, how would you describe Inglewood growing up? Like you mentioned that your neighborhood actually changed, and so you saw a little bit of that pre-white flight, and then, I mean, does any of the movies depict the neighborhood you grew up in? You know what I'm saying?
You know, man, everything has bits and pieces. You know, they exaggerate some stuff, more stuff than others, and they don't emphasize other things as much as they should. Because I say, man, real shit, when I got there, you know, from the time, like I say, because it was kind of like, how can I say? It was kind of like from the time, like from elementary school, you know, like I say, you right there, I'm right there in the hood. I go to elementary school a few blocks from the house. So it's like I didn't see a whole lot, you know, walking back and forth to there, you know. Mm-hmm. But as I got older and my borders expanded, I started seeing, you know, more different shit, you know, seeing dudes. You know, this is like we talking about back in the early to mid '80s. You know, I started seeing dudes, you know, in the alley smoking crack and shit like that. So, you know, but you know, Inglewood, the part where I grew up, was always decent. And I'm talking about as far as the, you know, the aesthetics and the looks of the
oh no,
the
it's
place.
Still a beautiful place. Yes.
Yeah. I'm talking about what you know, but you did have like the, you know, down the bottoms. They ain't never look good down there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's always been raggedy. You know, but I mean, like as far as like, you know, the part, you know, the part of Inglewood that I grew up in, it you know, when you look at the media portrayal, and you know, I mean, they make it, you know, man, honestly, they make it into something that it's really not. Now, hold up, now you got this crooked ass mayor in Inglewood that's trying to, you know, a fucking glory hound, crooked ass politician on a take from these corporations. He, you know, he make it look like, oh, it's the Mecca, it's the new this, it's the new that, man. But you know, he's getting all this corporate money, so he's gonna say whatever the hell he got to say to keep getting this corporate money. Now you hear about these rents going up sky high on these businesses and things like that. And I know a couple people that's going to be affected by that. And the thing is, though, he's trying to say that it's not due to the stadium. Oh, Inglewood's been on the uptick. Bullshit. Inglewood's been Inglewood, like I say. And the thing is this. It looks, and don't get me wrong, I love the turf, but I got three sons, man. I could never raise mine over there because it looks cool, but you got to, you know, it's cool to live local, but now you got to spend money on private school, you know, because I couldn't have my kids going to Inglewood High. That happened to me. I was a victim of the Inglewood school system. I'm not going to let my kids be going like that. You feel me? I was a victim of the Inglewood school system because my moms and pops couldn't do no better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that, you know, they couldn't afford to send me no private school. Anyway, with that said, you know, you got, you know, let's say you do live in the woods. You got to send your kids to private school, and you know, let's say me, I go to get gas. You know, I'm a turf veteran. I'm affiliated still because I know these guys. I grew up with these guys. This is my hood. And when fools come by shooting, you know, if the little homies hanging out there drinking a beer, I get hit. They just gonna say Inglewood family got hit. They don't care that I'm some old retired motherfucker that don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, stuff like that story, man. Living in the wood, man. I mean, I love the place.
So I mean, but when aesthetically, you spoke about the aesthetics of that neighborhood. It does not look like any gang banging would be taking place
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, so how's the origins? What is some of the what is the origin story you know about your old neighborhood?
Man, you know what, man? Like I say, when I moved over there, that's when it was like really. I think it had just changed over from the, there was originally the chain gang over there.
Oh, chain gang. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the original. That's where Inglewood family. That's where the tree was planted. You know what I'm saying? That's where the roots in the tree, and that's where, like I say, Inglewood family is the tree, and all the other little stuff in Inglewood is just branches off the tree, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? A tree gotta grow. You know what I'm saying? Tree gotta grow, and as far as the look of the turf, because you wasn't gonna never ride around there and see a bunch of graffiti, written everywhere.
You see a bunch of manicured lawns and houses.
yeah, because people had houses, and people, Mr. Johnson who worked for the post office 30 years ain't going for some young street punks writing on his goddamn wall. And if he do, he gonna clean the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
real.
chances are you knew this man anyway. He seen you grow up as a kid, so we had respect in that aspect. But I had this dude say this, man, one time. It was one of the homies from the neighborhood got a relative that's a Crip. And he used to come by, and he come by and fuck with us. He be talking this shit. He's like, man, and this is the words that come out of his mouth. He said, man, this Inglewood, man, y'all motherfuckers got it made over here. He's like, man, it's nice over here. He said, but I know one thing. I know not to get it too fucked up. Y'all niggas will kill motherfuckers over here. I'm like, it's always been that way, man. You know what I'm saying? It look nice, but when the lights go out, man, you just don't be in the wrong place.
Yeah, because I remember when they first built that Rallies on that corner, man, and that was like trying to get some fries or get killed. Like, it was crazy, crazy.
Yeah, man, but think about it, man. It's Crenshaw in Manchester. And what it is, you can't totally blame all the homies for that, because the homies ain't doing nothing there but protecting the turf. And you had a lot of traffic coming through there, dudes from places that shouldn't have been around there trying to come around there. And that's where all the conflict starts. Like I said, if it was nothing but local, just homies hanging around there, it wouldn't be no problem. But when you got the people from the outside coming through there, that's when, motherfuckers get tribal. This is my hood, this is my turf, don't come around here. And, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's right. I ain't gonna say it's wrong. I damn sure ain't gonna say it's right, but it's just the way it was. But, that's changed. That's changed now, man. Like you say, with the whole gentrification of Inglewood and, and just the way things are in general, man, the shit doesn't change to where now, I mean, homies, they got their alliances with who I don't, like I said, I don't get it all into that stuff. They cool with people that you never would have thought they would be cool with before. You know what I'm saying? You might see those same dudes who you never thought you would be cool before on, in our turf hanging around with these dudes. Cause I done been to the 7-Eleven, we got that 7-Eleven on Crenshaw in Manchester now.
Okay.
Which is they got that fat burger. And, it's, the hood's been slowly changing for years, because it went for a period for, like, I'd say, man, since after the riots till probably 5-10 years ago. Man, it was nothing. All the shit that got burnt up was just closed down, or all the shit that got, that went out of business was just gone. Yeah. But now it's something, they putting stuff. They're putting commercial businesses everywhere around there now. You still got your buildings, like, you see these buildings, you're like, damn, what are they doing here? Like, this motherfucker been here for years. Ain't nobody, I never seen no business here, but it's still here, They still got buildings like that, but that's going to change shortly. You just look for Cold Stone Creamery and all that shit to be in the hood in a minute.
You already know.
Because I'm telling you, man, Inglewood, man, homie, you remember back, I don't know, you probably too young to remember this, but over down there on y'all side, down there on like Florence and La Brea, you know that corner right there?
Yeah. It used to be a Cadillac dealership. It used to be a Buick dealership.
That?
Yeah, what you said?
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm hearing now, right there on that corner. They talking about they're about to build this high ass high-ass apartment buildings. I mean, I don't know what you would call them, condo, apartment, but I'm talking about that high-ass shit.
I know what they're talking about. Yeah, that's crazy.
No. I'm saying that high-ass shit. I'm talking about not no $1,500, $2,500. I'm talking about like
luxury apartments.
Yeah, luxury shit, like downtown LA. Yeah, man. And I'm like, that shit has no place in Inglewood. Period. I don't give a fuck any way you slice it. It has no place. The only reason they doing this because they can get away with it. That's the only reason, And you got these, you got these crooked ass politicians rubber stamping everything that come across their desk because guess what? It all leads to the same place, their pocket. Yeah. I don't know if you saw recently on the that dude Mayor Butts. Okay, this motherfucker. They had this so-called alleged sting operation. They got the legend Crips over there.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah,
you heard about that? Did you see it? You see the article at all?
Yeah, I saw the article. Yes.
Okay, well they got how many dudes would you say they got? What, like about 10 guys? Is that what you say? You think about 10 guys?
Yeah,
got on that.
It was like 10 on that list. The pictures that they showed, some IFs got sprinkled in there as well.
Okay, well look. The funny part was the homies. They got caught on the separate one. It was these.
Oh, that's separate. Now, okay, the Crip.
Yeah,
okay.
The Crip. But listen, though, this is the cold part about it. I guarantee you, out of them 10 dudes they got from Legend, they probably didn't have $10,000 between all 10 of them. I can promise you that. These are just some low level bum ass niggas around there doing low level bum ass shit. But in order for Mayor Butts to look good, and he can say, look, I'm fighting crime. Look, the stadium's going to be right. Because, Legends, they had it probably worse than anybody right there in that instance because they're right across the street from where that stadium's going to be built. So they make sure they
got to clear them out. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go. Yeah, they got to go. So they're the first to go. So anyway, okay, they did that. Like I said, Mayor Butts did that. Then, like about 2 months later, he get the one with the homies in it. And like I say, and I'm going, like I say, because I ain't lived in the hood since, I don't know, 96. And, but I'm still back. My mom and them moved away from the hood probably, I'd say like 2000 or something like that. I think it was like 2000. So anyway, 2000, maybe a little later than that, Anyway, so I'm like, I don't know all the faces, you know what I'm saying, like I used to, because I ain't there no more. But anyway, I'm asking dudes, like, okay, I saw that shit in the paper. I knew one of the guys, one of them was my guy, that was my dog. And I knew him, but outside of him, I asked people, like, okay, who's this dude? Nobody knew none of these dudes. So these dudes ain't even homies. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I guess if you go meet some dude in Arkansas, you say, okay, now you IFG, I put you on. I guess they would be considered a homie, but they ain't nobody knows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
They ain't authentic. I would say these dudes that they got on that, most of them dudes they got on that raid, but they said they was supposed to be in the Bloods, man. Nobody knew them dudes, man. Except for, like I said, I take that back. I know two. One was my homie, and one was a former homie of mine, his son. One was his son. Them the only two people I knew on there. So, man, like I said, Butts, he made it look like, we doing, and then we fighting crime and Inglewood, all that. And the cold part about it, man, these residents, man, they misinformed. They don't know they don't really know anything. They just know what they hear. They don't want to do their own research, but the cold part about it, and you got to feel me on this. I don't understand what's going on because, like I said, they get these legends, they get the homies, but some goddamn I-13s, them motherfuckers are there for years. They still doing the same shit. They do the same shit that you mad at us for doing. Why y'all don't fuck with them? Why y'all fuck with us? I don't, man. Man, like I said, next time I tell you what, man. When election time come up, and I'm still blessed to be on this earth, homie, I'm gonna be going around to all, because I know people that still own businesses in Inglewood, and these motherfuckers had the nerve to have Mayor Butts signs in their windows. Homie, I'm going to imagine on everybody. I'm giving them facts.
Yeah, that's right.
Facts. Like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all want to be a part of the winning team, or do y'all want to be a part of the right team, the right side, the winning side?
Yeah, that's right.
Because dude, and I knew about Butts before he got to Inglewood because one of my homies is a mail carrier in Santa Monica, and he And he told me when the dude first start running for officer, my homie's like, man, that motherfucker, he's a crooked ass, mean ass fucking pig out here, this and that, and he wasn't shit. And I know, and okay, check this out, dig this one. I got I have 3 sons, as I told you earlier, and they play, they've been real active in sports over their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys my boys playing on the team with was, of all things, the Inglewood homicide detective.
Wow.
And but he lives out this way by me. And he was talking about butts when he first got on. He was talking about how the motherfucker ain't shit and this and that. I mean, this is one of his cops telling me this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, people just, especially black people, you dress a motherfucker up in a shiny suit, and they stand there and look the part and look official. They fall in love with this motherfucker, especially if he got some power. The mayor, he lying, telling them he gonna get their driveway wide, and he gonna get their trash taken out on time. They believe all this shit.
Yeah, that's most professional politicians definitely got that brainwashing ability, it seems.
And see, hey, homie, as I say, it's the three P's, man, that I don't fool with, homie. Politicians, police, and pimps. I don't fool with none of them, man. They all the same. They all the same people. Oh, no, I should add a 4th P. Preachers too. I forgot that. Preachers, politicians, police, and pimps. I don't fool with none of them, homie.
Oh, that's
for
wild.
real, man.
Hey, what was up with that one club? Was it Joshua's?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. I grew up. Hold up. It's funny you mentioned Joshua's, homie. I grew up directly down the street from there.
Okay.
And it was a bowling alley when we was kids. It was first it was nothing. There was Joshua. Then it became Pleasure Bowl, but it was owned by the Joshua family. So they had the bowling alley and they had the arcade next to it. Little small arcade, and it quickly became Inglewood family hangout. But that was right. That was like in 81, I think.
Wow.
81. Yeah. If I can remember correctly, it was like 81.
So it was black owned, or?
Yeah. The Joshua family black.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if they own that property now. It's not. It's okay. It was like I said, it was a bowling alley, and then it became. They made it into like a club or something at one time. But I wasn't old enough to get in there, so I never got in. I never.
That's right.
but it became a club. It became a club, and the family still owned it, man. But now it became like it became like a senior daycare spot. But,
okay.
Shit. But last time I passed by there, I could have swore I seen it like the lease signs of like it's not even that no more. So it's gonna be Buffalo Wild Wings or something in a minute.
You already know. Yeah. So what was up with Crenshaw itself? Like Crenshaw is spoke of in a lot, and it's depicted in a lot of movies. It spoke of in a lot of hip hop. Did Crenshaw, like in regards to, like, I remember Sundays used to be a strip. Did it reach as far as your neighborhood, or is it?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I was gonna say, boy, I used to go, man, when I was a kid, man. That's where a lot of my dreams was made, man. I used to go down there. We're probably 15 years old, and I'm looking at the Candy Elcos and the Cadillacs and the lowriders, and like, man, this is what I want.
Wow.
This is what I gotta do. And that shit, man, drove me crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That made me just want to be nothing but a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Looking at these dudes, I'm looking at these dudes feel it down with they fine broads with them. I mean, feel it from head to toe. I'm like, man, that's the life I need. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, but it was like I said, we used to get on Crenshaw, but I ain't had nothing fresh back then. I was a kid. I was probably like 15, and one of my homies had a car, so we jump in and cruise up and down. But yeah, the cruising would go as far as from like down into the wall all the way to shit. It had to go through it. You had to go through Inglewood if you want to really cruise the show. You had to go through the whole the whole thing. But man, it wasn't always good for dudes that wasn't, if you was, you was from the other side or whatever, they might have had to be a little more cautious, you know.
Yeah. Them stoplights, yeah.
Because that's back when carjacking and motherfuckers want to steal people, jack people for their dating and all
that.
Yeah,
that dating wire, man. That was an interesting era, man. It was work. I mean, because you had like center lines. Remember, Nissan trucks was hot. Suzuki Samurais was hot. Yeah, but it was something about them dating wires, man. That was like, it was dangerous, man, to have that on your car.
What it was, you know, the motherfuckers, they looked so different than everything that was out. And that, all those wires, it gave an illusion there was so much chrome. I mean, it should blind you, know what I'm saying, in the sun. And people, and it just, you know, drove the streets crazy, man. And, you know, people, you know, now you look back on that. Matter of fact, one of the homies sent me a picture of one of my old cars that they had those on there. And I was just like,
oh, you actually invested in that at one point too?
Yeah, man, homie, I gotta say, everything it took to be fly, homie, I was investing in all that, homie. Gold links and all that.
Oh yeah, I remember the link chains, yeah, man.
you remember them link chains, all that stupid shit. All that money that I threw away. But anyhow, I will say, you know, the Crenshaw Strip, see, man, you know, it's such a trip because you talk about the Crenshaw Strip, man, and it brings back such memories, man, because, you know, it's funny because all these, you know, that's back in the era, like, when gangster rap first really started taking off and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I tell people, I say, man, you know, all that, I see Ice Cube all the time, you know, because he lived not far from Inglewood. He lived in L.A., but, like, not far from Inglewood, like on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
And, he would be riding through in his he had a Suzuki Sidekick, I think, back in the day. You would see him ride down Crenshaw, and always every time I see him, I had to hit him up with the B just to see what he was gonna do. He never do shit. But anyway, I was gonna say, who was that? With the trip thing. This is the trip thing about it, man. The dudes that was, I'm talking about. These was rappers at the time, and they was well known. You remember Rodney and Joe Cooley?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Man, homie, them dudes was regulars on Crenshaw. You could never go out there without seeing them. They had the niggas finger wave down, feel it down with they candy 300Zs. They used to ride, man. That's why I think I always liked them because, man, they was really there. You know what I'm saying? They was really there. They was right there. They was cool dudes. You could holler at them, all that. You know what I'm saying? I was arrested back then. But, you know.
So what else fashion-wise was popular, like what you even, by the time you was a senior in high school, what we looking like? What was hot like? Because I remember them cross chords for after prom always blew my mind. It's like, that was so, that was wild.
I had man, you had to have the cross chords, man. The cross chords, the thick chords. I don't remember what they was called, but it was thick, like thicker than regular chords. You know, but of course before that it was the Levi chords.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those was a favorite. Sergio Tacchini, man. Tacchini.
Oh yeah, man.
Fila. Bomber jacket.
Hey, what was that Le Sport for Sport Le Croix or something? That turkey in the triangle.
Yeah. Oh man, homie, that was the. I'm gonna tell you something. The hardest shit ever. If you ever look at YouTube, the Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Brand New Funk, the song they did back in '88, they would be cocked down from head to toe, homie. And that shit drove me crazy. I had to have all that shit, man. Them motherfuckers was, man, that shit was so fresh on me. But yeah, Lecoq Sportif.
Hey, I got a quiz for you, man. I'm about to test your Inglewood. What do you remember on Market Street? There used to be close to Regent. There used to be a high end little men's shop.
Okay.
And they used to sell like Guess jeans with the leather cowhide like above the pockets, and they used to have them like chained. They would have had it locked like Bloomingdale's or something. They had them shits locked, and it was on Market Street. I do not know the name of that place, but I was like, yo, that existed. That existed on Market Street. Where you
B&H.
Oh.
I spent all my hard-earned cash in that motherfucker when I was in high school, bro. You can't tell. Hold up, but you don't. I'm gonna give you one before that.
Okay.
It was on Market. It was next. Okay, where the swap meet is now.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't always a swap meet, but it's been a swap meet for a long ass time.
Yeah, yeah.
But a few doors down on the same side of the street, there was a place called
New World, New Jewelers.
No. Okay, well, okay. Wait, no, I'm reverse.
Okay.
I told you. Okay, B&H. Okay, B&H was closer to Manchester. Okay, now, but the one you talking about on Regent,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Pants by Gosh.
Okay.
I think that was Pants by. Okay, it was right. It was right on the corner, like where Florence, where Florence curves and turn to Market. You can go to Market and Florence, like Market and Florence, right in between Region, right, close to Region. I think that was Pants by Gosh. That's where I could get all the colored Levi's at, man.
Okay, I gotta remember that.
Okay, I think that was Pants by Gosh. Okay, we had another spot when I was in junior high. When I was at Crozier. I don't know if you remember those starter jackets.
Oh, yeah. Them satin ones or whatever material that was. Cats was getting killed over them. Yeah.
yeah. Well, damn. Well, yeah, they had there's a spot. What's it called? Damn, I can't remember the name of that shit. It was on Market in between by the swap meet, and they used to sell the starter jackets. And like I said, this is like junior high, though, man. And then when them hit, man, that changed the game. That was junior high. I mean, it was man, that changed the game right there. Then you had, like I said, B&H was down the street, and that's where you can get all your cross. Later on, you get all your cross cords, all your silk shirts, and all that shit. Man.
Hey, what was the name of that jewelry spot though that was on the corner?
New World.
New World.
right on the corner, man.
Yeah,
it
had pictures of Mr. T and all that, all types of celebrities that came through there.
Hell yeah. All them fools coming there spinning their dough. Yeah, them Jew boys was balling in there, man.
Yeah, because then they moved around the corner on actual on La Brea.
Yeah, on La Brea, exactly. You say, you remember it back when it was on Market? It was right there on the corner.
It was on the corner. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it damn sure was, man. It damn sure was. But I say I used to go in there and just dream because I had no money to be buying that.
Oh, no. I would go in there and get something clean. They used to clean your jewelry for free. I never picked up that
yeah, man. But I was gonna say, you were damn, man. Yeah, you remember. You got a good memory because them spots, man. It's a trip because I don't, like the closest thing you can get to that now. They got like a Millennium Shoes down there before you get to Eucalyptus on Manchester by like in between Inglewood High.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that.
You might be. Yeah, they got a few things in there. I don't never go in there, but I've been in there before. But I was gonna tell you, boy, have you seen those big giant screens? Those you got billboards, but they got like they'll say show like the latest movie coming out. But these they like motion picture billboards. They change and they show different shit. Have you seen those?
Yeah. They got a big one by Randy's if you're going down Manchester towards by the 405.
Somebody else told me they just put another one around there somewhere. So man, that's where it just so happens that's where the subway, well not the subway, the metro, that's where the train is gonna be going by. So man, it's gonna look like the Jetsons around there probably 10 more years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm in construction now, man. So I was in I've done a couple jobs at the new stadium. I've been in there. I've actually been in there. And, it's coming along, bro. It's about to be one of the world wonders, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. A few $1 billion. It better be something special.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better than everything else out there because shit, it's the newest shit. So of course it's gonna be better. You feel me? It's funny because the LAX was trying to fight them putting that stadium there, talking about it's gonna be in the airplanes flight path. I'm like, bullshit, y'all got these tall ass hotels on Century that's a lot closer to the airport than this fucking thing is. So that was just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They try to for everything you do, it's gonna be opposition, man. If I told you today, if I went on TV and said I'm gonna feed all kids free breakfast at school, some motherfucker is gonna be against me. But even though it's nothing bad about that, but it's always opposition, man. Whatever you do, man. Whatever you do. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy.
So let me just go back real fast, and since you've been a fashionable guy. What was before Jordans? What shoes was hot before Jordans came on board?
Shit, Feelers, man.
Feelers
shoes. Oh, but like all the shit out Diodoras.
Yeah, I remember Diodoras.
Lecoq Sport T, all the shit that I named. Oh, of course, Pumas was always cool.
Pumas and Adidas because of breaking.
Adidas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All that. All that's always been. I still wear all that stuff to this day, bro. But I can't really find. Pumas don't really make nothing good no more. But Adidas they still in the game. But yeah, man, that was back then. Like I said, the shell toes, man, the Pumas, man, shit, bro, you had to have it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you remember the Cosmic store? Did you ever get your hair cut up there?
Yeah, that crazy ass dude. What's his name? Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Emmanuel. yeah. Remember that? I've been in that motherfucker a few times.
Yeah,
man.
then remember Ray? Dude. I don't know if you ever went to Ray, that old man.
Yeah, I knew Ray. I knew Ray the barber, the only Mexican barber that cut off black dudes' hair. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know Ray, man. I don't know how I got up on him, but yeah, I used to go to him.
Okay, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I didn't know you went there, man. A lot of people did, but
I went there in that little cut spot, man. Yeah,
he was doing the fades,
skin fades for sure. Yeah, even with the razor back in the day.
With the razor, he put your. I felt like Rakim from Follow the Leader, man. We used to put that part in my hair with that razor, man, with that straight razor. You remember? I don't know if you remember that video.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask you something about you said your mom's she sold her house and moved, right?
Moved to Vegas. My mom. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. They bought. Mom and Pop sold the house. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 2002, 3. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, they sold the house in the wood, and it was they only paid like $40,000 for it back when they bought it. You know what I'm saying? And they sold it for like $3.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, they put some cash in their pocket. They mashed out, moved to Vegas, and bought one out there.
So they didn't care about the forecast that all this was coming, or they didn't know that all this ground was breaking, because obviously that property is prime at this point.
Yeah, man. Obviously they didn't. I don't know if they thought about it, didn't care about it, didn't know about it. I don't know. But I got an auntie that lived over there off of Tamarack. She lived in those condos that's right there, and she live in Vegas now too. And she be telling me, I wish I wouldn't have. I'm like, it's one of life's regrets. You did. I mean, who had any idea that you'd have been able to fight it 5 times?
But somebody has that idea. That's what's a trip, because long before the gentrifiers are visible, the property is purchased. So I'm just wondering where those meetings taking place, because somehow even when we're property owners, we tend to kind of fumble that, you know what I'm saying? Not your parents in particular, but people that I've heard, it's kind of like they didn't know that they was on the cusp of this redevelopment, but people do know. So it's interesting. Who are those people and where are those meetings? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what, man? It's like this, bro. In life, man, timing is everything, homie. Timing is, because when I think back, it's just like, okay, it's timing, and I guess people, and people that have a lot of money tend to have a lot of time, because, if you like, I'm looking at now at the housing market, and, when, it's most of the people that buy these houses now, they ain't regular people, it's investors. You know what I'm saying? They buy them, and they because when you see a house to go for sale in your neighborhood, and it was raggedy, but you see somebody bought it, and 2 days later, they doing everything to that motherfucker. They putting a roof on it. They doing everything. That's not no regular people, man. That's investors, people with money. You dig what I'm saying? Because a regular person moves in the house, and they got to do stuff little by little. You ain't got no $200,000 and $300,000 just laying around. You know what I'm saying? To do repairs. You feel me?
Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah. So anyway, man, like you say, I guess, man, you just gotta be You gotta be in, I guess, with these politicians, man, with these city planners and things like that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this is one thing I gotta say. Like, you know, the Raiders are moving to Vegas, which why I have no fucking clue why. But all their fans are right here in Los Angeles. They got more fans here than they had in Oakland, they had anywhere. So now, what they could have done, what they should have done, because I'm going to tell you something, the Vegas thing, it's going to be cool for a minute, about a year or two, couple years, but I guarantee the motherfuckers will be moving, within 10 years, they'll be moving somewhere else. I guarantee you that, because Vegas cannot sustain an NFL team. Now, what they should have did is put that shit in, put a stadium in fucking Lancaster or Victorville, one of these old desert-ass towns where they got a bunch of land. Put the shit there. That way motherfuckers ain't got to fucking leave, trying to drive on that 15 every goddamn week to go see these motherfuckers. That was the dumbest shit ever, dog. I guarantee it's going to backfire. Like I say, you got plenty of land out here where they could have done that. And, you know, the thing is, people that, you know, people got all these grand ideas, but, you know, that shit don't always work out like that. Like you said, this Inglewood shit, everything is coming together. It's a perfect storm. It's all timing. All the timing is coming together perfectly. Now, who's to say 20 years from now, when the shit ain't new no more and all that shit, Inglewood might turn back into what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, this shit for real, man. I mean, because, you know, everything, it can't stay hot forever, bro. You know, Inglewood used to be, you know, yeah, we had movie theaters and all that shit back when I first moved there, but shortly after that, all that shit was gone. You know what I'm saying? The buildings are still there, but now they churches and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, that's trash. So let me ask you, speaking about the Inglewood you grew up in, just if you can just paint an overall picture of how you experienced Inglewood, just in that childhood, in that framework, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm moving to calling it like Old Inglewood. I mean, obviously there's an older Inglewood when it was all white, but our little section, you know what I'm saying, our little 30-year run or however long it was, is I'm just trying to get a good feel for that. So if you can close out with that, that'll be beautiful.
Well, man, you know, like I say, man, it's funny because me and my brother, we talk about that. Man, you know, the experiences and the stuff that we went through. I mean, shit, man, you know, getting shot at on the bus stop in the morning going to school, and getting shot at on the bus stop on the way home from school. I mean, man, you know, it all that shit. And all
so that was your childhood. Okay, that's wild.
That's how it was. You went to Crenshaw. You went to Inglewood High. We had to catch that 115. We had to, you know, that's the way it was. But, homie, if I could do it over, I wouldn't change it. I could say that. Wow. I mean, it sounds stupid. And I talk shit about being a victim of the Inglewood school system. All that shit is true. All that shit is true. But, like I say, you know, some of this shit is some of the times and the memories are so unforgettable, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I could, you know, that type of shit, it builds character, man. You know, and I think that had a lot to do with making me the type of guy that I am, you know, I try to play by the book on everything I do. But it's like, you know, the good influences that I grew up under in Inglewood, you know, because, you know, you could have went different ways, you know. You could have followed the homies that wasn't about shit, and didn't want shit, and didn't want to be shit, or you could follow the homies that had codes, rules, morals, ethics, and it was about their money, and you know, and about what, you know, doing what's right, you know, at the right time, you know, and those are the dudes I chose to follow, man. And like I don't think I could have met them dudes if I wouldn't have been in Inglewood. You feel me?
Wow, that's real.
Yeah, you know, so that is what it is, man. Like I say, I still got love for the turf, as I always will. But because it ain't the same. Just riding through there, it's just not the same, man.
Yeah.
Don't look the same.
Yeah, don't look or feel. Yep. I mean, that's where I'm like, yo, we got to talk about this, you know, just because I feel like if enough of us talk about it, then at least that memory survives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt. You know, and you know, and even like you talk to some other dudes, they might have even more memories of this, because we might have been seeing the same shit, but seeing two different things. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know, but it's funny because shit, man. You know, everything, man. Everything changes, bro. Some things change for the better. Like I say, I can't necessarily sit here and say that stadium is going to change everything for the better, but it's damn sure changing things. That's what it's going to do, you know?
Yeah, starting with rent.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. That's another thing. Yeah, the cold part about it, bro. I told the homie this 5 years ago. So in a minute, all low budget motherfuckers gonna have to be in Victorville, Lancaster, Palmdale. That's where your ass gonna have to go, bro. You ain't no more living in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The city's gonna be for them.
It's like a reverse flight. So you figure that in the late '60s they started leaving to the burbs, and now they coming back to the city. And this is nationwide. Like nationwide, they're making this move. It's deep, man.